Trust is a sacred thing. When someone looks into your eyes and decides to share their deepest struggle, their private pain, or even their hidden joy, they are not just telling you words. They are placing a part of their soul into your hands. That moment is holy. It is a covenant between hearts, a bond sealed by vulnerability. But when that secret is broken, when the trust is betrayed, the wound runs deeper than the secret itself. Today we reason on why you must never break the confidence of another soul. For to do so is to dishonor both the person and Jah who watches over every word. When someone shares a secret with you, it may seem like just words passing between lips, but in truth it is one of the greatest gifts a person can give. Why? Because what they are handing you is not just information, they are handing you trust. And trust is not something light. It is fragile, like glass, yet powerful enough to bind two hearts together. To honor that trust is to protect the very soul of the person who gave it. To break that trust is to wound them in a way that can take years to heal. Think about it. Most people walk through this world wearing masks. They smile when they are hurting, they act strong when they are weak, and they hide their true feelings out of fear of being judged or rejected. So when someone finally decides to lower that mask and open up to you, that is no small thing. It means they see you as safe ground, as someone worthy to hold their vulnerability. That moment is sacred. In that moment, you are no longer just a friend, a family member, or a partner. You are a guardian of their truth. Rastafari Livity teaches us that every relationship is a covenant. Words are not empty sounds. They are energy, spirit, vibration. When someone says, "Please, keep this between us," they are inviting you into a covenant of loyalty. To accept that and then betray it is not just to break human trust. It is to dishonor Jah himself. For Jah calls his children to walk in faithfulness. The scripture says, "A faithful friend is the medicine of life." And truly, to be trusted is one of the highest honors a person can receive. Many do not realize how deep the wound goes when a secret is broken. To expose what was given to you in confidence is to strip someone of their safety. It is like taking their open heart and throwing it into the marketplace for strangers to trample. Even if the secret seems small to you, to them it may carry great weight, and the betrayal will echo louder than the secret itself. They may never forget what was said, and more painfully, they will never forget who said it. Guarding a secret, on the other hand, builds bonds stronger than steel. When you prove yourself as someone who can hold another's vulnerability with care, people will come to you not just with secrets, but with trust, respect, and loyalty. You become a pillar in their life, a safe refuge in a world full of betrayal. And Jah himself blesses such faithfulness. The faithful spirit, the one who conceals rather than exposes, is the one who walks upright before Jah and man alike. So the next time someone places their secret in your hands, remember this. It is not yours to own, not yours to share, not yours to scatter and gossip. It is theirs, and they have only lent it to you because they believed in your integrity. If you betray that belief, you are not only breaking their trust, you are breaking your own honor. But if you protect it, you prove yourself worthy of the sacred title, a true friend, a true brethren, a true sistren, and a true child of Jah. When trust is broken, the damage runs deeper than most people realize. To betray a secret is not just to reveal words. It is to shatter the invisible bridge that connected two souls. And once that bridge collapses, rebuilding it is harder than raising a house from ashes. The first wound lands on the one who trusted you. Imagine the courage it took for them to share their secret in the first place. They stepped out of hiding. They opened their heart. They risked judgment. And they placed their vulnerability into your hands. But when that sacred trust is betrayed, the wound cuts twice. Once from the original struggle they carried, and again from the betrayal itself. The pain is doubled, because not only do they still carry their burden, but now they also carry the sting of exposure and shame. This kind of betrayal leaves scars. It can change the way someone sees the world. A person who once trusted freely may close themselves off, becoming silent and withdrawn. They might avoid friendship, avoid intimacy, avoid sharing their feelings altogether, all because one person proved unfaithful with what was most fragile to them. And so the damage does not just stay between two people, it ripples outward, affecting how they relate to everyone else in their life. But betrayal doesn't just harm the one exposed. It damages the betrayer too. The one who spreads secrets may feel powerful for a moment, as if they hold control over information. But the truth is this: gossip poisons the tongue that speaks it. People listen, yes, but they also watch. And when they see that you have betrayed another's confidence, they learn a lesson, not about the person whose secret you shared, but about you. They learn that you are not trustworthy, that you are a leaky vessel, a weak link, a person who cannot be relied upon. Slowly, doors close. Respect fades. Community distance themselves, for nobody wants to hand their heart to someone who breaks hearts for sport. Rastafari Livity calls us to build up, not tear down. A faithful community thrives on trust, brethren and sistren supporting one another, knowing their struggles are safe in the circle. But betrayal is like termites in the foundation. It eats from within until the whole structure begins to weaken. Families fall apart when secrets are spread. Friendships of decades collapse in a single moment of loose talk. Even marriages break under the weight of betrayed confidences. Babylon feeds on division, and betrayal is one of its sharpest tools. The scriptures do not take this lightly. Proverbs warns, "A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret." And again, "A talebearer reveals secrets, but he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter." These words are not just poetry, they are wisdom for survival. Because once your name becomes tied to betrayal, it is nearly impossible to untie it. Consider this: every time you keep a secret safe, you are planting seeds of loyalty and respect. But every time you betray one, you are planting seeds of suspicion and distrust. And seeds always grow. What you sow today will rise up tomorrow, either as fruit that nourishes or as thorns that choke you. So when you are tempted to share what is not yours, pause. Ask yourself, is this my story to tell? Am I building life, or am I tearing down? Because betrayal may feel like just a moment of weakness, but its effects can last a lifetime. And no amount of apology can erase the memory of being exposed by someone you once trusted. Loyalty is strength, betrayal is weakness. And when you choose weakness, you not only lose others, you lose yourself. Breaking a secret is not a small slip of the tongue. It is not just sharing a piece of information. It is an action that carries ripples, like a stone thrown into still water. Each ripple spreads further than we expect, touching lives and shaping destinies in ways we cannot undo. When someone entrusts you with their private truth, they are stepping out of their own fortress of silence, placing their fears, their struggles, or their dreams into your hands. If you betray that trust, you do not just reveal their words, you reveal their vulnerability to the world. Imagine the weight of that. For the one who shared, it feels like being stripped naked in front of strangers, like standing defenseless before the judgment of others. The pain is not only that their secret is out, it is that someone they believed in turned against them. The damage is double-edged. On one side, the person who trusted you is left scarred. They may withdraw into silence, no longer willing to open their heart to others. They may carry shame, disappointment, or even a sense of foolishness for having believed in you. On the other side, you, the one who broke the secret, carry a mark as well. People may never say it to your face, but once you betray trust, you are branded. Word spreads, reputation weakens. Others begin to hesitate before confiding in you. What once was an honor, being someone people can lean on, becomes a desert where no one dares to place their confidence anymore. Even spiritually, betrayal leaves a stain. To carry a secret is to carry a responsibility, and responsibility is sacred. When you break it, you are not just failing a friend, you are failing yourself. You are proving that your word has no weight, that your loyalty can bend to gossip, pride, or carelessness. Over time, this weakens your spirit. A person who cannot hold the trust of others loses the ability to be deeply trusted in return, and with that comes isolation. Think also of the chain reaction. A secret revealed may damage more than one person. It may break families, shatter friendships, or end opportunities. It can stir conflict, ignite resentment, or bring shame where peace once existed. Sometimes, one broken secret can set off a storm that lasts years. And when the dust settles, all that remains is regret. This is why keeping a secret is more than silence. It is protection. It is standing guard at the gate of someone else's soul and refusing to let harm enter. It is proving with action that your loyalty is not empty words, but a living shield. But betrayal does the opposite. Betrayal tells the world that the bond was an illusion, that trust was wasted. It transforms you from a keeper of confidence into a source of danger. And once people see you that way, it is hard, sometimes impossible, to undo it. The truth is, every secret entrusted to you is a test. It asks, are you worthy of the weight of another person's soul? If you fail, the consequences are not just theirs to carry. They become yours too, etched in your relationships, your reputation, and your spirit. To keep a secret is not just a matter of discipline, it is a matter of honor. In every culture, across every generation, people have understood that silence can carry more strength than speech. Words, once spoken, cannot be pulled back. But silence, when chosen out of loyalty, becomes a fortress. It protects, it preserves, it dignifies. When someone confides in you, it is as if they are placing a piece of their heart into your hands. At that moment, you hold more than just information. You hold their dignity, their fears, and sometimes even their future. To guard it is to prove that you value not only their trust, but also your own integrity. To betray it is to show that your loyalty can be bought with the currency of gossip. Spiritually, keeping a secret is an act of righteousness. The scriptures remind us in Proverbs, a gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Notice the weight in that contrast. To betray is to lower yourself to the level of destruction, to become a tool of division. But to remain trustworthy is to align yourself with wisdom, to walk in the way of those who bring peace instead of chaos. In the eyes of Jah, every secret given to you is not just human trust, it is divine testing. It asks, will you protect or will you expose? Will you build or will you destroy? When you choose to guard a secret, you are not simply respecting a person, you are respecting the sacredness of relationship itself. You are showing that your word can be counted on, that your loyalty is unshakable, that you are someone who honors truth with silence. This is why betraying a secret does more than hurt people. It distances you from divine favor. Jah is truth, but Jah is also protection. If you cannot protect others, how can you expect his covering over you? If you expose others for weakness, how can you expect mercy when your own weaknesses are revealed? Life has a way of returning to us what we give. The measure of loyalty we offer to others is the measure of loyalty that returns to us in our own trials. Morally, secrecy is not about deception, it is about responsibility. There is a difference between lying to hide wrongdoing and keeping silence to protect a soul. One destroys truth, the other preserves dignity. The wise know when to speak and when to guard their tongue. The fool lets words escape without thought, and by doing so, they lose honor. Think of the great leaders, prophets, and elders of history. Their wisdom was not only in the things they said, but in the things they chose not to say. Their silence often spoke louder than words, for it proved their self-control and their loyalty to those who trusted them. So when you hold someone's secret, see it for what it truly is, a sacred duty. You are standing as a shield, as a protector, as a keeper of trust. And in that role, you reflect the very nature of Jah himself, who knows all secrets of the heart, yet does not expose them. He covers us in mercy, he guards us in silence, and he calls us to do the same for one another. Life is built on trust. Without it, no friendship survives, no family thrives, no community stands. Trust is the invisible thread that binds us together, and secrets are the most fragile knots in that thread. To guard them is to strengthen the bond. To break them is to tear it apart. When you betray a secret, you may think it is only a small moment of weakness, a slip of the tongue, or something that will soon be forgotten. But trust, once broken, leaves scars. A scar is not just pain, it is a reminder. A person may forgive you, but deep down they will never look at you the same way again. And slowly, if betrayal becomes a habit, you will find yourself surrounded not by friends, but by people who keep their distance, who smile, but never confide, who walk with you, but never lean on you. Yet when you keep a secret, when you hold it as though it were your own life, you become someone different. You become a safe place in a world full of noise. You become a shelter for those who have no one else to turn to. People sense it in you, that you are steady, that your word has weight, that your silence is golden. And in return, you receive something priceless: respect, honor, and the kind of trust that cannot be bought with money. On a deeper level, keeping secrets reflects the divine. Jah himself is the greatest keeper of secrets. He knows every hidden thought, every silent cry, every weakness we try to bury. Yet he does not shame us by exposing all things. He covers us with mercy. He holds our flaws in silence until the right time of healing. If Jah can guard the secrets of our hearts, how much more should we guard the secrets entrusted to us by our brothers and sisters? So the next time someone shares their secret with you, remember, it is not just a story, not just information. It is a test of your character. It is a measure of your loyalty. It is an opportunity to show that you are trustworthy, not only in the eyes of men, but also in the sight of Jah. Conclusion and call to action. If this message has touched you, take it as a reminder. Do not take trust lightly. Honor the secrets given to you as sacred. Protect them, and in doing so, protect the bond between souls. Be the kind of person whose silence speaks louder than gossip, whose loyalty cannot be shaken, whose word is unbreakable. And now I call upon you. If you want to live with deeper wisdom, with stronger trust, and with the blessings of Jah's favor, then guard the treasures placed in your care. Do not be the one who breaks, be the one who builds. Do not be the one who exposes, be the one who protects. Let your life be proof that secrets shared with you are safe for eternity. If you found this message powerful, subscribe to Zion Way for more spiritual truths, life lessons, and the wisdom of Rastafari. Share this with someone who needs to hear it today, and let us build a community of trust, respect, and higher consciousness together.